everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been completely out of touch with YouTube and you guys for the past couple of months. I have been finding it really difficult to shoot videos because I went on holiday in August. Then when I got back, it was my daughter's birthday, so we're trying to work things out. We wanted to revamp her room, which we did, but it took us some time to get the color right and the furniture right and all that stuff. And I've just been finding it very difficult to juggle my personal life with work and YouTube. YouTube for me is just a hobby. I love doing it. I definitely miss doing it as well, interacting with you guys, but I've just been finding it very difficult in the past couple of months. So I hope you guys understand. I'm not trying to find any excuses. It's just when life hits you, it's very difficult to cope. So I'm going to try my best to do one video a week at least, so I can touch base with you guys and get things moving. So to start off with this week, I'm doing something that I've tried doing it for a very long time, and I want to do an overview of drugstore products. So today I'm going to start with concealers. My next video will be foundations, and hopefully the third video will be skincare. I just need to see if I have enough to actually do a video for you guys on that. So I have 5 concealers in total here that I currently own, and I'm also going to mention maybe 1 or 2 that I no longer have, but I'll insert a picture or something so you guys know which one I'm talking about. So I'm going to start with the Garnier Roll-On Anti-Dark Circles Concealer, which costs I think over 10 pounds. A little bit expensive for drugstore, but this is the line that is supposed to give you kind of like a natural look. It's very similar to their BB BB concealer, so it's down that line of like giving you a more natural look. Now when I bought this, I was really excited because I like the packaging. It comes with a roll-on ball, and it does give a really nice natural finish. Now one of the things that I dislike about this product, one is the price, which I think is a little bit expensive. Second, it does have, I believe it contains a chemical that upsets my eyes. Every time I use this, my eyes tend to tear, and especially in the winter where your eyes are a little bit more sensitive because it's cold and stuff like that. This really upsets my eyes, and it takes me forever to clean my tears, and then I have to reapply this again and the tears come back again. So that's one of the things that really I dislike about the product. And obviously now let's talk about the coverage. The coverage is very natural, but it doesn't last on me. I have to reapply this concealer every couple of hours, which I think is a bummer because it's still full. It has a lot of product in there, but I no longer use it. And I believe that the shade that I have, because it's not here anymore, is shade light. It comes in 2 shades. So if you're very fair, you might find a shade for you. If you're medium skin tone like me, which I'm an NC30, this is the first shade. Then they have the dark one. I think it's light to medium, something like that. I'm sorry guys, I can't remember because I bought this ages ago, but I'll put a link here in case annotation, better saying. It only comes in 2 shades, so if you're of a deeper skin tone, you will not find a shade for you. But I'm not saying that this is a bad product. I know a lot of people really like it, but for me, it really didn't work. Next, I have Collection 2000 concealer. They were called Collection 2000 in the past, but now they're called Collection. Now, this concealer comes in 4 shades, and the shade that I have here is shade 3, which is medium. It retails, I believe, for about 4 pounds. It's definitely less than 5 pounds, so it's very affordable. This concealer is a heavy duty concealer. It has a somewhat a thick consistency, and it's full coverage. So if you have a lot to cover or you just prefer full coverage, then this concealer is something that you would like to try. Now, I'm not a big fan of it because let's start off talking about the shades. I'm an NC30, and the medium skin shade, the medium shade is a little bit light for me. When I say light, it's maybe 1 to 2 shades lighter, and I find it very obvious. I don't like that Kim Kardashian under the eye, very, you know, obvious. I like to see it on other people, but I don't like it on me. It's heavy duty, so I find it that it cakes up a little bit. It's very dry. It's a dry consistency. and I don't like that for me that much. I have fine lines under my eyes. I'm reaching my late 30s, or I'm already in my late 30s. And this concealer, I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who already has fine lines. Somebody who has really smooth skin might like it, and also for someone who likes full coverage might be something that you like to try. But this is definitely not a product that I would repurchase. And when you think about the shades, this is the medium shade. If you're darker than me, like an NC37, this will not suit you at all. Next, I have a Soap and Glory concealer called Trick and Treatment. Now, I read a lot of reviews before I decided to buy this, and I was really excited to try it. Do I totally dislike it? No. But I'm going to explain to you guys why I stopped using it. Now, it's called Trick and Treatment, so when I read the name of the product, I thought it's going to treat my under eye circles, and in the beginning it's just going to trick them, like covering them. But I don't think that this product covers dark circles at all. It's more of a highlighting concealer, if that makes sense. It's supposed to bounce light, so when you look at someone who's wearing this, it gives you the illusion that that person doesn't have dark circles, but it has a brightening effect. Now, if you're of a darker skin tone, this will definitely be a good highlighting thing for you, because you can put it on the bridge of your nose, at the top of your cheekbones. It can be a really nice highlighting product. But when it comes to use this as a concealer, I don't personally think that it works all that well. But it's a nice product. It does sink into fine lines, so that's one of the things that I dislike about it. It's not the cheapest concealers. If I'm not mistaken, it either costs £9 or it's over £10. I'm not too sure, but once again, I'll put all the links below with the prices for you guys to check them out. I think this is great for somebody who has younger skin and you don't have a lot to cover. I think you'll really like this concealer, just to give you that brightening effect. And it does last somewhat a good 4 hours until you have to reapply again, but it also depends on what type of skin you have here, if it's normal, if it's dry or oily. But I totally like it. I like it that it has a doe foot applicator, which makes it easy for you to highlight, and it's very, very yellow in undertone, which is great for a medium skin tone. So this is kind of like a 50-50. I like it for highlighting, but I don't like it for concealing my under eye circles. Next, I have a Rimmel concealer, and this one is called Wake Me Up. This line was very, very successful. Very successful on YouTube, on the high street. A lot of people really, really like it. Now, I had the foundation. I tried it once, and I hated it so much that, and hate is a very heavy word, that I didn't want to make a review on it, because it's just something else. But the concealer is not that bad. I believe it comes in 4 shades, and I have shade 40 or 41. Once again, I'll link it below. And it comes with a doe foot applicator, and it's a little bit peachy in undertone, which is good for counteracting dark circles under my eyes. Now, this concealer also gives you a kind of like highlighting effect, which I really like. It's very natural in finish, but it doesn't last very long. I usually use this when I go out at night and I want to highlight a little bit more underneath my eyes, make it more bright. So I will use this on top of my other concealers, but it does crease a little bit. So if you have fine lines, it's something that you need to think about. Do I want to wear something that creases up? But if you have a smoother surface over here, then I'm sure you really like it. I think it costs around $5.50 or less than £6. Don't quote me on it. Once again, I'll link it below. But it's a really nice concealer for highlighting, giving you that brightening effect, making you awake, like the title or the name of the product says. It's a really nice concealer. Just be aware of the creasing up factor that the concealer has, because it's very, very creamy, but it's also very easy to blend. The last 2 concealers that I want to talk about are by Maybelline. So the first one that I no longer have is the Fit Me concealer, which I'll insert a little photo of it. Now the Fit Me concealer, I really like the Fit Me line when it comes to the idea that they have. I have done a review on both foundations and I'll link below for you guys to see. I have the powder as well and I bought the concealer. Now the concealer gives a really nice brightening effect. It also covers nicely, but it doesn't last. That coverage after maybe half an hour to an hour is completely gone on my skin. And I was really disappointed because I liked the consistency of the concealer. I like the packaging. The doe foot applicator just makes it so easy and more hygienic to apply on your face, but it didn't last at all. And when I did my review on the foundation, I actually spoke really negatively, is that a word? In a negative way about the concealer because I didn't think it did anything for me. But I know there's so many people out there that really like it. I guess at that time as well, when I tried the concealer, I had just given birth to my daughter, so I had lack of sleep and my eyes looked very tired, and I think that concealer was not heavy enough to conceal my under eye circles, and I was really disappointed in that. I wouldn't mind trying it again because my dark circles have really diminished. They're pretty good now. I am sleeping so much better now that my daughter's 3, but I wasn't very happy with the concealer, so I gave it away. But I do know that a lot of people really like it, so I'm thinking of giving it another try because the other concealer that I'm going to talk to you guys about is definitely one of my favorites at the drugstore. And the concealer that I'm talking about is the Eraser Concealer, which is called the Age Rewind Concealer in America or abroad. Now, this was my first one, completely empty, and I'm now on my second tube. Why do I really like this concealer? Very natural. It does last a really long time on my skin. At first I thought that the packaging was cute, but the sponge was a little bit, I don't know, because of germs and stuff like that. But I'm on my second one. Nothing has happened to my skin. I've never had any breakouts over there or causing any irritation because of the concealer itself. And I just absolutely love it. Now, I know for a fact that there are more than 2 shades, but here in the UK, for whatever reason, they have only released light and nude. And I use the nude shade. I think it blends with my skin, or it just sinks into my skin very nicely. It looks super natural, and I think it's a great concealer for every day. I also use it for spot conceal, and it works really well. So this is definitely my top concealer at the drugstore. I don't even use or I don't reach for my MAC Pro Longwear because I love this one. It doesn't sink into fine lines, it doesn't crease up, it doesn't cake up, and at times I don't even set it with a powder and it just stays put. It doesn't really move around. So I think it's an all-rounder, great concealer. If you have really dark circles, like heavy dark circles, I am not too sure if it's going to conceal perfectly, but if you have kind of like medium to nearly nothing on your eyes, I'm sure you really like this. And once again, you can spot conceal. If the shade is right for you, then I'm sure you really like it. So that is it for my drugstore overview of concealers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like me to review from the drugstore. I'm definitely going to cover for foundations as well. That will be my next video, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.